Hiya guys and welcome to the very first Evolve tournament called WeekEndless Hunts. This is a series of events that will take place each and every weekend. My name's Distinct, I'm just a dude who loves the game. And this is being organized by the Discord server Evolve ReUnited 2.0. If you don't know it, the link will be in the description at some point. I think I might have forgot, but I will put it there. So, huge shout out to Nimrod, owner of the server, and Pinocchio, community outreach and events. This is a huge thing, so welcome very much. Also the community of about 2,000 people on and off, still playing the game, still very passionate, so that's what we'd like to see. So I want to go over a few things here, how this is all going to take place. It's going to be two teams for now, so this is the first one. This is just a test run, so thanks for joining. Thanks for kind of indulging us. So as you will see, there will be some things we're kind of getting started with, you know, just trying out things, and we will probably change things up in the second, fourth kind of stuff. So let's get back. Two teams, best 2 out of 3 matches. The matches will be alternating, so we will be seeing 2 matches at the very least today. We will be going over how that works in a second here. We're playing Legacy Evolve. As you know, stage 2 multiplayer doesn't really work anymore. But Legacy Evolve is just the latest version, so it's title update 8. If you remember, that was Thursday, January of 29th. That's 2016. That's quite a while ago. If you remember back, this is when Carla was added for the last time. So we've got Slim added in the title update 7, and then we've got Carla updated right into the game, title update 8. So there were a few bug fixes, you know, they called it the biggest batch of bug fixes back then. But there will be no Planet Scanner, no Glacial Behemoth, no... a few adaptations will be missing. We've got Tech Sergeant Hank though, and we've got a few other very much favorites of mine. So let's jump right into the rules and structures. What we're looking at here. We will be seeing first up Team A Hunters and then Team B Monsters. So this is going to be our round 1. Round 2 will consist of Team A's Monster and Team B's Hunters. As I said, this is best 2 out of 3. So if we see 2 winners here, so if we see Team A winning first and then Team B, we will see 3 matches. Let's hope for that, so it stays kind of fresh, stays action-packed. So after that, we will be going over just a few settings and what is banned. This is, of course, important to know. So as you probably are aware of if you are playing this game, there are a few things that just to minimize randomness and minimize kind of the let's just call it weird damage buffs and so on. So we've got fair weather, no sneaking around in the darkness, no rain, no fog. Difficulty balance, of course, there will be no handicaps for either of them. Wild population will be normal. Round length 15 minutes. This is has proven to be kind of the most effective one. The reinforcement time will be 1 minute and 30 seconds. Strikes, there will be 2. Character perks will be on, so if we are lucky, then in the observer mode we will be seeing them as well, so we can keep an eye on them. Otherwise, there won't be any mastery bonuses, so of course most of the players still playing this game today are very much at the highest level, at the maximum level, but still, if there are newcomers, you know, you don't want to get them too far behind. Also, as I mentioned in the beginning, there won't be any damage buffs. Elite Wildlife is indeed turned off. On the other hand, what is banned? So we've got a few broken maps that you won't be seeing today, probably ever. So we've got Aviary. We will be not be playing Broken Hill Foundry and Broken Hill Mine. Hunters, no banned here, but we do have a banned monster, which is Elder Kraken. If you know Elder Kraken, you know that it's kind of broken at the moment at the current patch. Evolve Stage 2 did a lot of work on that. But right now, we're working without Elder Kraken. It's not to say that Elder Kraken is indestructible, of course, but we will kind of step away from that. Otherwise, what will you be seeing today? So, as you can see, there will be the Jackals and Russian front. So, unfortunately, I didn't quite get the word on who's going to be who. So, we will be seeing that shortly. I will jump into the Discord chat as soon as I get the comment from Pinocchio to get in there. And then we will see who is playing who. So right now, as I said, we are playing on the title update 8, which of course also means that there will be still some glitches in the Behemoth department, for example. There won't be any of those bug fixes present. January 2028, 2016 is quite a long while ago. So we will see there as well. So the teams you're seeing today will be, or rather in the series, can be quite the mixed bag. So as you maybe know, the Jackals and the Russian front, they do know each other. They aren't quite as mixed as some other teams we will be seeing, hopefully be seeing in the next few weekends. On the other hand, this also means we will be seeing a lot of dynamics. So you will be seeing some top level play, which I'm very hyped about. You will be seeing some jank, which I'm also hyped about. And you will be seeing maybe yourself if you do decide to join. As always, try to get into the Discord server. So let's get into just maybe a few different strategies you want to work on as a monster. So as you know, probably there are a few differences between the maps. We will be seeing a few of them today, hopefully. So if you're playing as a monster and you've ever wondered why do they find me so fast, you want to go on the outskirts of the map. This is true for Goliath and its variation. It is also true for Wraith in particular, because it's a very sneaky monster here. There are a few things you will be seeing today that you maybe won't be seeing in day-to-day games. I'll quickly check if there are any more updates. Yes, indeed, we have word that the game will be underway soon. Let me just check that real quick. Alright, sorry guys, just kind of waiting through a few technical issues here. As you know, since the servers are down, peer-to-peer can be janky at times. I'm just trying to join here. Alright, while we're waiting, let me go over the pick and ban phase, how it's going to work. Once I'm joining the Discord server, you won't be hearing me, you will only hear the players. First step will be the monster picking the map. Afterwards, the monster will ban, assault, or support. Their choice, their pick. Afterwards, the hunters will pick, assault, and support, just to reveal their picks. Afterwards, the hunters get a chance to ban a monster. So this is the first kind of strategic moment for the monsters. They have been only picking once so far. So banning the monster here is very important. The monster then gets to pick which monster, the monster player gets to pick which monster he gets to play for the match, and then gets another turn of bannings. So this is where he can either ban a trapper or a medic. You see, both times he can they can just choose which role to ban. And the last point is, of course, picking trapper and medic as well. So that's what you'll be seeing soon. Additionally, you cannot ban the same monster or hunter if it's the second match you're playing. So no kind of locking in your strategy all the time. So I will be jumping into the Discord server and let's see if it works. I am very hopeful. There we are. Sorry folks, took a while, but we will be getting in there quite shortly. Alright, so the map has been set to Wraith Trap as it seems. We will now be going into the picks. Fortunately, I won't be hearing the bands. We will be seeing shortly. You will find out at the same time as me. Alright, so we've got the first pick, which is Goliath. Wonderful golden skin right here. We've got Griffin as Trapper, and we've got the Assault already as well. It's height. So you can see Sunny as well. And I should be Kimmy as an observer soon. We'll get there, folks. Hang tight. Alright, we are currently working on some voice connection issues, but we will be getting there. So sorry for no sound at the moment. We are starting right in. We see the Goliath already starting off great. Let me just see how the spawning is doing. So we're at the 20-second mark, which you know is the time the wildlife will be spawning here. And we see the Wraith Trap, as you know, probably regarded as the best monster map on the way. And you can see why. It is already the halfway mark for the Goliath here, as the hunters come in right away. So let's see how they split up. Usually you want to, as I mentioned before, as the monster, go to the outskirts. This is the same for the Wraith Trap as well. And you can see the hunters kind of sticking closely together. You want to be spreading out a little bit, but that doesn't mean you do have to do it right away. So there we go. And there's already contact. Will they be engaging here? This is the attic being kind of hanging out in the open right here, but saved by Sunny in the end. So how are we doing as the monster right here? They do have line of sight right here, and they do have a Griffin sound spike on him as well. Kind of forced to be running through here. No dome as of yet. Still kind of just taking pot shots right here, trying to stop the feeding monster. As you know, if you are feeding as a monster, you will be stopping as soon as you take damage, either via wildlife or, more importantly, via a gun. Alright, so we don't seem to be getting any sound just yet. It might just be that my computer is fried, but you can always hear me. So we've got quite let's talk about the comp a little bit. So we've got Val as kind of the medic to go to. Sunny as well, very important pick here. So two of the Beam team folks together here. Usually you can pair this with Hank as well. And we are seeing a, well, not sub 1 minute evolve, but indeed going to stage 2 right now. Not going to be bothered much by the wildlife being near here, but does attract some harpies. And there's the first dome. Will he be going to the trapper first to escape, or will he be actually taking this fight? So it seems like Griffin is going to be targeted here. Let's switch over to the monster view one more time. Yes, but there's the first rock throw on the medic, who is indeed engaging well here. And it seems to be Riptide is still high on armor, but already kind of doing some mitigation work here. Trying to hit the assault, but he managed just to get out of sight here. Nice work on the on clearing Sunny's shield projector here. If you saw that, there he is again. Quite low cooldown as well. If it gets destroyed, it can be deployed right away again. Now it's easy to see why it is so important. Look at the health bars of that team. The shielding drone has done quite the work, but Riptide doesn't seem to be phased here. Kind of still chilling on half a bar of armor. So both teams just kind of jabbing around. Kind of still pulling their punches here, it seems. Was a dome that's quite well suited for mitigating, and everyone just kind of staying out of each other's business here. So Hyde couldn't quite make the connection right here, as it seems. Krokovinchik not seeming to get too close here. And as we see Riptide getting a few meters of distance in between the group, and he is indeed getting beamed by Griffin one more time as well. Does get caught by another swarm of harpies here. Let's switch over one more time to that trapper view. You can see them very well on the left side here on the map. You can see them splitting up very well, and there's the next dome, but is it the one they actually asked for? If you can see here, the trapper is getting quite a beating, and they have to abandon the dome here. This is a huge win for Riptide, and he gets the first down as well. That will be at least one strike for Griffin and for the medic as well. So Val going down, Hell Eagle lying on the ground there. Only able to healing burst, but that won't save the team. Gets off another sneak, but where's the support? As you know, the support's fourth ability is cloaking, and this is clutch at this point. But will it be enough? Riptide already very much on the chase here, and there's that cloak. Now, while they're cloaking, you might not see them, but Riptide is very well aware of. You can still see the footprints if you sniff, and you can still see the jetpack fuel, and that's going to be enough. Riptide takes it home. First win. There we go. I hope you had some fun here. You guess you can see quite a lot of damage done here. And a very clean victory here. So we've got to see stage 2 being done at the about 2.5 minute mark, if I am seeing this correctly, which is quite fast. But you didn't quite see what the hunters were up to during the fight. I'm trying to get a better view of that next time, but it seems to be that the assault was quite successfully evaded here by Riptide. So let me just check my audio settings one more time. as we are waiting for the next invite, let's talk about how important that splitting up actually was. So if you bear in mind how the Wraith Trap actually looks, Riptide had to go through a sound spike several times in the middle there, but he got to get away. So there were quite a few harpoons, I counted 2 or 3 on the hunt, that can very well turn the tide of the hunt, but Riptide being very fast on that turnaround and just whacking that harpoon to get free again. Now splitting up as a hunter team is very important, as I've mentioned before, and you could see that the medic actually went first when they were kind of hunting on the southwest side there. That's something to be noticing at the next point as well, since as you've seen, once the medic goes down, the team will follow surely, as you've seen right there. So getting the trapper down, as you've seen in the last engagement, was key to getting to the medic, and some monsters will take down the trapper first to escape the dome, but Riptide actually got down the trapper first and then turned on the whole team. So he got the trapper very much got turned to dead right away here, getting another strike, didn't get back up, didn't get a res from anybody. we're jumping into the next one right here momentarily. Early days, folks, early days. Alright, we will be going into a very small break here. And we are indeed back. So that was a short break. Let's see how we are going to do on the orbital drill. Again, excuse me for not getting the picks and bands right at the second. We will work on that for the second time. Also, sound issues still going on, so you will have to make do with my beautiful voice. We will also see the matchup shortly here. As the players are indeed loading in. As we can see, we've got the first Kraken for today. So Cthulhu not staying behind here. For the Russian front, Baika indeed choosing the flying Squidward. We've also got Cabot on support. This is Archetype 4 or Archetype in Discord for the Jackals. Assault Trapper still missing here, and Medic we will see shortly as soon as the stand-in kindly moves away. There we go, Red John filling in for Medic here. There we go, another Val. And a Torvald. Alright, so as you know, Torvald, very high damage potential, but hard to hit skill shots. So we've got that mortar and also the very, very important weak points here. Not only by Torvald himself, due to the cluster grenades, the shrapnel grenades, but as you might not know, Val has a weapon itself. Yes, very much so. Even though it's a medic, she's a medic, the sniper will be used to place more damaging weak spots. And Cabot as well, of course. Dealing that high damage with the damage enhancer here. So we're looking at a maximum damage comp right here, which is always exciting to see. We will see how quickly they can shred the armor of that Kraken right here. And we see a Jack as the Trapper. We haven't seen that before, and I am not quite sure what they are trying to attempt with this. You know, repulsing a Kraken can be quite effective, come to think of it, and the damage isn't quite as bad as other trappers might suggest. So Jack, interesting choice here actually in this damage comp. Kraken going right away. Going right away into that southwest corner here, moving south right now, and there come the hunters. Let's see how well Jack can be used to get that satellite going and actually track that monster. There seemed to be a line of sight already, and you can see the satellite in action right there. And we can see the first shots as well. Val seems to have been hit already, so let's see. Still moving on, not even half the evolve meter full, and there's the split I'd like to see. Assault kind of getting hit here, but Assault being on the monster's back all the time provides a lot of pressure here. Still very fast evading here right now. Still moving strong, still not really hanging, and there's the pressure one more time. There goes the FPS dropper, if you don't know. The dust, the radioactive dust, is quite bad to get rid of here, so Kraken will be marked for the remainder of the time. This is quite the pickle he's in. And he's moving into a secluded area of the map. The hunters know exactly where they are, and there are birds coming in as well. Another weak point here from Val, stopping the feeding frenzy one more time. And we are moving east. One more time, as you can see right here, the assault is moving east, more on the south side, and Jack is right on the heels of that Kraken right here. Medic and support kind of moving in the wrong way into the north here, but you can't make sure. You can't always know. There is the first dome. Did they manage to catch him? Yes, very much. Do we see a god dome? I don't think so. Let's hide that HUD here so we can see more of that beautiful action. There we go. Assault getting hit off quite hard here. But Kraken's still stage 1. And I don't think we've seen a big hit from the mortars yet, but there it goes. Getting off that sneak attack one more time. Nice combo here. Just touching the ground barely, but he is taking damage. So we've got some damage on the Kraken here. 2 bars armor left. Medic getting hit up very, very nicely here. And there's that damage comp going in there as well. You've seen a shrapnel grenade hitting its target one more time as well. There's the satellite providing a bit of auxiliary damage, and the dome seems to be down, but does the Kraken actually know? There seems to be a medic down as well, so nice trade here actually for 1 bar of health. This bursty Kraken can very much make use of a medic that is incapacitated already, and it seems to be that the Red John is indeed dead. So we've got a strike here and wait time for the whole team. And it seems to me that the Kraken doesn't really have enough already. So we can see a prolonged engagement right here. Assault getting hit up and nobody is getting healed. This is a dangerous situation indeed. Total doing their best to get out of the way. We got a popped shield and there it is down one more time, and this is dangerous indeed. Damage amplification up. This is not over yet. Kraken is indeed in trouble here if the engagement gets prolonged, but the damage dealer is down, assault is down. Trying to get a revive here, but that is not meant to be. Cabot doing work here with the damage amplifier, and this is still pretty tough. Can they evade one more time? Successful sneak attack almost certainly spells doom indeed. So the support getting to be on the run one more time here. 1.5 bars health left. That is not very much. A nice evade here though by Archetype. Changing it up, cloaking, and then moving away one more time. And where's that Kraken at? He might have evaded just long enough. It is still 23 seconds until the dropship arrives. And we seem to be seeing a stage 2. So we might be getting another very greedy engagement here as the Kraken seems to be going here. Let's see. Another point put into all three very useful abilities right here, and the team is back. We see 3 strikes across the board here for Assault, Medic, and Trapper. Not what you'd like to see. Support managed to get out of the way here, and the dropship is coming in. Kraken seems to be a bit on the chase here. Still 4 bars of health left, and what is the team doing? Kind of grouping up one more time, getting its bearings, and then starting to be on the hunt one more time. Let's switch to Jack here. So you can see the satellite kind of doing work here to at least scout the area and seeing that the Kraken is not here yet, but there are the birds one more time. Let's see if they can get one more time the line of sight here. It seems to be that yes, there was a line of sight, and someone managed to cue the monster. So let's see here. We are moving into the east part, and the hunters know exactly where Kraken is going right now. But the medic is very much hanging back here. I mean, this was a very close engagement, the last one we've seen. It's a shame from Babaka's point of view that the support managed to get away. That seems to be quite pivotal here. So 3 strikes for 3.5 bars of health for the monster. As you can see, the survival odds on the lower end side here. I wouldn't trust it all the time, but right now I agree. The hunters seem to be favored here. On the hunt one more time, there are those birds again. And Jack's high on the hunt. We can see Val kind of hanging back one more time here. But with that loop around, oh, this is interesting. We've got a stage 3 Evolve here, and it doesn't seem like the team can do anything about it. Yes, they are indeed not going to be doing anything about it right here. And there's the dome. But stage 3, even though he didn't manage to armor up, it's still an impressive fight here. So let's see. The Trapper getting focused hard here, but Val indeed in line of sight. And the monster armor is already destroyed. Damage comp doing work here. There's the weak point that we've talked about as well. Let's minimize all of that and let's see what they can do. Trapper is down, so the dome does get down as well. And let's see if Kraken wants to get greedy one more time here. It seemed to have paid off last time and almost got him the win, but no, there's the revive on the Trapper and the Kraken is on the run one more time. Let's see how much chase damage the Hunters are going to dish out here. Doesn't seem to be a lot. There's the armor slowly regenerating for a bit and going for the big wildlife here. That's an interesting spot. One hit should have been enough to get another tick of health down, but he does get to eat it right here. That's interesting. So we already got 3 and counting bars of armor regenerated already. Let's see how the team is doing. We've got currently 4 strikes, and the Hunters are actually looking kind of great here, not being on the chase very much because they are guarding that power relay. Being stage 3 for the Kraken is quite interesting. Yes, you are on your most strong on the most strongest spot rather than here. But getting into the fray and trying to actually get to that objective might be not the easiest spot. And here we can see one of the advantages of Jack actually hitting the monster here. And this is huge. Here you can see how much damage the barrage can actually do. Damage amplifier is on. Red John is getting targeted though. Chunked down one more time. That's how much damage that Kraken can do even in melee. And Red John is still not looking quite well. How you can see nothing if I can check through it. So the monster is still taking quite a lot of damage right here. And the team is still looking pretty peachy right here. So we are at the last. And there's the monster armor destroyed as the dome comes down. This is a fantastic dome. There is one place to loop around and try to mitigate, but if the monster cannot get a down here, it might look quite bad for him as well. So Babaka trying to get Red John down and managing to do so. So second strike for the medic here. Is it going to be enough? There's a lot of damage still being thrown, even though the big weak point isn't active anymore. But there's the personal shield from the assault being popped as well. And the damage is still flowing. Where's the support? Cabot still charging up those shots and going through the walls here. If they can coordinate one more time, the damage amplifier will do the job. There's only 1.5 health bars left. Red John does go down here because none of the team members seem to be focusing on him, but this is just enough. And the Kraken is indeed on the run here, trying to get some more damage in. And the assault goes down. This is still to win for the Kraken if he doesn't get too greedy here. He might be going back just to lick his wounds here, but he seems to be going for Jack, and indeed he is going down. So this is all just going to be a cleanup. That was quite the engagement at the end here. That was so risky. So we saw the Kraken being punished for being greedy at the start here, not finishing off that support cost him dearly, and at the end here, still going for the support last. That might have been another loss here. So we've got 2 monster victories here. We've got 1 match going to the Russian front as well. We will have a rematch, I am just being informed here, so this is going to be interesting. We will stay in the same lobby, and it seems to be they messed up the respawn timer. So this is quite interesting. Let's just see what the team is going to do this time. I didn't notice it. Did you notice it? Just glancing at that chat right here. Messing up that respawn timer. It wasn't set to 1:30. It was on 2 minutes indeed. So that might explain why that first engagement took so long to get the hang of one more time, and the support getting away there is even more a stroke of luck here, it seems to be. We'll see what will be going on next, but we seem to be staying in that same Steam lobby here. And as you saw, I think if the Kraken had turned tail and went away at that last engagement there versus Cabot when it was a 1v1, I think Cabot would have won this, since he can shoot through walls and Kraken isn't quite as fast as he makes out to be. So we will be joining a new Steam lobby here in a second, after I'm sure the organizers will have a talk one more time. There was a very important factor in that last dome as well. There was two pillars the Kraken could loop around, and this is not something you want to see. You can't quite get a line of sight for the whole team if there's a pillar in your way, and the team can always just duck and weave and go in and out of cover all the time. This is quite interesting, and we will see how the team will tackle the monster next. Seemed to be a rematch, so we will see the same comp one more time, the same damage comp, and the same monster, the Kraken, one more time as well. One other interesting thing to note here, the Kraken did not go for the Aftershock. So if you know, the Aftershock will be very damaging if you can get it off and if you can catch the hunters in it. So you have to get quite close here, and doing that against a damage comp, I do think that would spell the end for you. If you are Elder Kraken, sure, get in there. But if you get Kraken, not so much. So let's see here. I am just being informed there is another Steam lobby open here. So let's see here. Joining the party, connecting to session, and there we go. There will be a rematch, so it will be Orbital Drill one more time. And let's see if still the same feeding route will continue for the Kraken here. We saw him go to the west and then to the south immediately last time. The hunters might know this from the last game now. I'm just glancing over to the chat. If you could provide the proper link to the Discord channel, I'd be very thankful for that. I forgot to put it into the description. I will be providing it when I upload this match into YouTube though. So don't worry, earlier or later you will be granted access to the Discord server. So as we're loading in here, pay attention next time to the assault trying to hit that barrage. The monster, as you saw, can indeed see where it will land, but getting hit there by Jack's satellite was quite crucial. On that last engagement there, they managed to steal the element of surprise from the Kraken at the end. Well set up and nicely hit there. Will it happen one more time? Let's see. Alright, joining in here one more time. We've got one more time the Jackals as hunters and the Russian front being represented here by Babaika one more time as the Kraken, and we see him dive off immediately, and let's see where he's going. We're seeing him diving for east this time, going south here, kind of switching it up, not touching that north. And he's already well underway. Although we have been blessed by the hunters one more time. And they are moving right away into that south portion. Let's see how well Jack can do this time. Jack the Jackal seems to be quite the inspiration for the team already. So there he goes again, placing that satellite, being kind of caught by the wildlife here. Yes, you need to take that down if you do not want the monster to have it. Speaking of which, the Kraken is already at the halfway mark for his evolution here. Let's try this one more time. So there we go. Indeed, they saw where he went. You can see the pings here on the left-hand side of the map right here, and the Kraken is moving into that north, and there he gets pinged again one more time, this time by the support. So Cabot, knowing where you are is not exactly a fine thing to see here. Cabot won't be charging up that railgun quite soon here, I don't think so. Because as you know, if you are taking damage on the hunt here by the monster, then you will see that the traversal range will be going up, so the traversal meter will be going up. You don't want that as a Cabot. Instead, you want to shoot the monster as soon as you see him feeding, but there is no vision right here, and there seems to be some split going on here, so as you can see, Torvald kind of moving into wildlife here, shooting down wildlife and just sticking to the back here. Interesting split here. He might be moving to the south soon if they don't manage to dome the monster here. Now this is an interesting spot for a dome as well. The monster getting tagged here by the dust. Cabot getting a few shots off as well, and the assault joins the team, and there is the dome, a big loop pillar in the middle though, so this isn't ideal, even though there is a roachable cliff here, and it seems to me the Kraken will be mitigating quite well in this dome, but let's see how the team can fare here. There's the repulsor doing work, trying to get the Kraken away from the pillar, but it's not enough. As you can see, the armor is already up one more time. There's that FPS dropper one more time, so the dust is being rained on the Kraken one more time. And he's just doing well, honestly. We see one more time Jack doing the most what he can with that satellite, tagging the monster as well as he can. There's another weak point, and there's Torvald sneaking in and doing quite a bit of damage here, ripping through 2 bars of armor, but getting hit himself one more time, just evading that crackling doom right there, but popping his shield. So he did evade, but reflexively pressed that 4 button. And the Kraken will be evading one more time here. So will we see a soon to be followed stage 2? We will see if the team can keep up the chase, but it doesn't quite seem so, and the evolve meter is full, so we might, even though there has been no trades at all, either the monster side or the hunter side, this is a well escaped dome, if I do say so. There seems to be a chase going on, but it's not quite enough here. And this is a very nicely done evolve right here, and Kraken still not going for that aftershock, instead going for lightning warp and those banshee mines. There we can see one more time Kraken evolving out of reach here, trying to do some sneaky plays here, but running right into the hands of the assault. Who is going to ambush who? Both kind of getting spooked here. Torvald not able to find an opening here to get him with that barrage, but there's another dome. And they do get the Kraken into a corner here. The repulsor is keeping him there a little bit, as you can see, but it is still not enough to keep him there. Damage, though, is very much piling up here, and there will be a destroyed monster armor here, and this is pretty dangerous. The Hunter team is looking very healthy here. There's the now infamous the damage trap here, and there is no turning back here from the Kraken, trying to mitigate as much as he can, but Biker very much in trouble here. But Red John is maybe going down here, getting chunked right away on a sliver of health here, and yes, he is going down. So we've got 2 bars of health being traded for at least 1 down here, 1 in cap. Can we see more? There are one more time those damage numbers piling up here. As you can see, the medic can't do anything, and he's indeed dead, so nobody went for the revive. The Kraken very much camping that body, but he is being shred down here. No matter if the assault is being down here and might soon die, this is still quite the aggressive engagement for the Kraken here. As you can see, 2 bars of armor while he is eating that assault. Quite the beefy boy indeed on that cyborg, even though he is mostly machine. So as we can see, the Trapper and the support very well using their respective directions as a distraction here. Not going for the support. I don't know if Babeka didn't see Cabot going away. Maybe he cloaked. I am not quite sure. But we see him catching up to Jack here, and he's doing the best he can to avoid damage here, trying to wait out that timer. But Kraken, yeah, this is very, very impressive though. Kind of just stalking. Trying to move that dropship timer up one more time. So Jack is going down here. Dropship timer is at 8. If Jack doesn't die before the dropship timer is up, he will be out of luck here. Indeed, and there he comes once again. So no downtime for someone who is being sent to the dropship, and we've got an interesting situation here. The dropship is just above the Kraken here. I don't know if anyone noticed that just yet. The Kraken is just being made aware of this, but Cabot is so far away. We've got a full... Oh, this is very aggressive evolving here. If the team can find him in time, but it doesn't seem quite like it. So we've got a stage 3 evolution here just before that power relay. Cheeky little evolve here, and we've got another point put into Vortex Banshee Mines and that lightning strike. This is a very important engagement coming up here. We've got 3.5 bars of health missing. The team seemed to be going for that power relay here, setting up defenses. We've seen how well they can do in a defensive manner here. Let's see how they do this time. Kraken just moving up here. They can kind of see him in the distance here and getting some pot shots on. But as long as the armor is still up, you're not doing any lasting damage. So let's see which direction Kraken will be moving into this time. Still, potshots are being taken here, ripping through that armor at quite a range actually. So this is very, very impressive here. But all they are doing right now is stalling. If you don't know, round timer 15 minutes means if you're not fighting, the timer starts ticking down. So within the next 5 minutes, there should be an engagement, or the monster will be losing that match. And he is being spotted one more time. So Babeka not getting the element of surprise yet again. We are seeing everybody getting into position. You can see where everybody is looking right here, and he is going tagged one more time here. Half a bar of armor already missing here. Let's see, can you just heal it up one more time? Yes, just before that that wildlife can get another hit in here. And the power relay is free right here, and this is an interesting little situation right here. So as you can see, the medic is moving into the back here, not looking for an engagement, but kind of looking to support here, and there he is going in. This will be full force. Yes, dome is going down one more time as well, but as you saw last time, this is not an ideal situation right here. You can see that pillar in the background right here. Let's get that all away. We can see the trapper being focused one more time here. The assault being almost downed here, actually. This is quite impressive. Support just being knocked away here. Cabot not getting that damage amplification off easily and indeed getting downed here. So the first strike here on support, and medic might be following shortly. Another sneak attack here on Torvald, and getting nice splash damage off onto the medic as well, and he is going down as well as Torvald. So what can the support and trapper do? Nicely done by Jack though, getting that Cabot up one more time. So cloaking is still in the cards here. There's the monster armor going down, but it might be a bit too late. Let's see where Cabot is at right now. They seem to be moving away one more time. Trying to stay cheeky here, trying to stay still so he doesn't leave any footprints, but it seems like it's not being enough. Dropship timer though was very low, and we see everyone moving back here. No, not dropship indeed, but revives going on from Jack as well here. Second medic it seems like, but assault is already down and medic as well. We are moving into still Cabot's point of view here. He is getting pounded as well. One strike already, and it seems to be the second strike here right away. There he goes, and Jack is on the move here, but he is being chased quite efficiently here. Let's see how quick he can go in here. So indeed, the monster takes him down quite fast, so there was not much of a chase here. It was still quite the engagement at the end here, if you can see that one more time here. That first engagement right here being just too much for Red John, going down quite fast here, getting in-capped early, and then the assault following suit very fast here. As we saw, cloaking does save the support one more time, but not the trapper. So 3 in-caps that early can seem like a bit of a blow here, and it seems to be that is what happened here. One more time though, I want to highlight this first engagement before the stage 2 here. Stage 1 being domed usually is not going to be very well to be very healthy for the monster, but he seemed to be mitigating very well, not even losing the armor once. So we see Babaika taking it home even in the rematch. So we have one point on either side here for Russian. There we go, we have left the match. So there will be another Steam lobby following soon. So both teams exactly at 1 point here, Jackals and Russian Front. We will be seeing what exactly will be happening next. We will probably see a Jackals Hunter team and a Russian Front Monster team one more time. Either that, or we will see the other way around, but we will see what exactly is coming up here. So I'm glancing at the chat, and yes, I will do try to get the map out of the way one more time. Sorry about that. All right, talking quite a lot, so let me just catch my breath here as we are waiting for the next lobby to come up. Alright, I will be leaving just a second here, just closing down the game one more time, trying to fix those audio issues. I am trying to get some audio back up here, so hang tight 1 second here. I might know exactly what is going wrong, but my PC doesn't think so. So we are trying to get this straight again as soon as possible. So we are seeing picks and bans right now. I am not being clued in right now. So I know there was no game audio. I am trying to fix that right away. Let's try this one more time. And we can see nothing, so we will be seeing something shortly here. are moving into the next lobby here. Ear trumpet just might have fried my audio one more time here. So let's move right into MATLAB actually. So MATLAB, quite a different map as the ones that we have seen before. This is pretty bad for the monster, but let's see which monster is actually going for here. And we will actually be seeing a kind of rematch here, so we have alright, so MATLAB going through here. There's been some jankiness here. Alright, and the picks are actually coming through, so we are seeing another Goliath here by Biker. Quite different here, seeing we have gotten Parnell as well. This would have been the pick against Kraken, and we are seeing Tech Sergeant Hank for the first time. So as you know, Tech Sergeant Hank has that shield loader getting the team ready preemptively. We are also seeing Kyra, which is quite nice for an engagement against the Goliath here, because if you are under fire by the health grenades, you are getting healed quite a lot, kind of mitigating that burst or combo damage the Goliath is able to put out here. Getting healed in bursts does work wonders against getting hurt in bursts. And the first Parnell here. So as you know, Parnell with his super soldier is probably going to be able, together with his shotgun, to get quite a few headshots on that Goliath. But that Goliath is not without its counterplay. As you see the Goliath moving about, you've got almost certainly the skill Leap Slam getting picked here first, and this provides the Goliath with a lot of additional mobility in addition to charge and the usual traversal here. And we are moving in, so we will see what that last pick was, what that trapper is going to be, if it's going to be another Jack or a different one altogether. And we are indeed seeing an Abe here, so those stasis grenades will be doing work against the Goliath here. And it is, well, I mean, MATLAB being not bad for feeding roads is the deal here, but you can see as it is quite small, there are many points that hunters can catch up to the monster here. Is he going to spook those birds? He might not, so the position not giving away here right away. And here you can see Tech Sergeant Hank very much charging up the team already. Goliath, though, still moving forward, already at 3/4 of those evolve points here. But he is being spotted here, so chip damage is getting through here, being set on fire. And he is being tagged as well. And you can see very nicely here Parnell moving in an opposite direction here, trying to cup the monster up, and it seems to be that it might be quite successful here. And you can see the monster is being chased by everybody here, and there's the dome. Let's check back right here and let's minimize everything here so you can see that beautiful fight going on. Abe doing work here with those stasis grenades, but as I said before, Goliath is quite athletic and quite mobile, so there you can see the charge. But even though he is so mobile, he will be getting a lot of damage in here. 4 bars and 1/2 already lost here, and there's that laser beam coming as well. Let's see if they can tag him with an orbital laser as well. Quite hard to pin him down though, but there it is, already 2 armor stacks left, and there seems to be no fight given by the Goliath here. Stasis grenades very much not being cleared as well with that fire breath here. Let's see if he can make it out without any health damage. It doesn't quite seem that way. But yes, he is they're just evading that orbital laser there. And the armor is not quite down here. So nice evasion here by Babaika. Let's see how well the team can chase up here. Everyone following in line here, not splitting up just yet. And let's see if the monster can wait one more time, but it seems that way. So we've got a hit here from the wildlife. Don't want to get into that Croc's range there. And one more time, he is ready to evolve here. So Babaika just looking for a spot to do so here. Maybe getting another... Yeah, just evolving beautifully on a corpse here, but being seen by the Parnell right here and being hit right away. This could prove fatal here. This decision to get the evolve up here might prove to be a big mistake, and there was quite a bit of damage done to the armor. This could have been far worse. So the armor is just being destroyed. Fire damage still taking on the Goliath here. But it doesn't seem to phase him at all. So Babaika still, again, after that beautiful evasion, after that dome, still getting away. And as we can see, that health bar just maybe missing a tick here. Maybe 1% of his health chipped away, but nothing else. So let's see. The hunters are very much on the Goliath's tail here, but not seeming to get in a hit, not even getting him to stop feeding here. And this is where it gets dangerous. A stage 2 Goliath is usually the one to pick the next fight, so we might see Babaika getting ready for another evolve here, but stopping just before that. This is usually what happens. So the Goliath will get ready to evolve, but will then try to engage the hunters instead, taking the element of surprise here. Again, as you can see, the hunter team is quite shielded up here. This is a very, very nice thing indeed. We haven't actually seen Goliath trying to fight back here, so we will be still waiting on how much that shield can actually mitigate here. And he is still being seen here. The dome should be coming up anytime soon here. And here he is. So the dome is down, stasis grenades going out, and the Goliath didn't manage to get enough evolve points here to get that bar full, and we might see a fight here indeed. So let's close everything down here and see that leap slam in action here. getting that Goliath down quite nicely here. So the as you can see, the support taking the biggest amount of beating here. Medic doesn't have a shield anyway, so let's see if we can make it down. And Kyra indeed going down here, but that orbital laser is very well placed. The Goliath has to go through it here to get to Tech Sergeant Hank, and there's another boulder throw just being awaited by Parnell here. Trapper still looking great, but he is not the target here. Support actually going down here, and there goes the damage dealer soon, I might suggest. No, there he... Trapper trying to go for that revive, so Abe trying to get that Goliath off the assault. Still trying to get that support up here one more time, but there he is. Not being incapacitated, you cannot be revived from death. There is no lasers on the team. And we can see Goliath kind of taking his time. Nice evasion though by Ape here at the end, breaking that sneak attack, and this has been quite the close engagement, but Goliath cleaning it up at the end here. I can't understate here though how well the team fought here at the end, being able to chip away the damage piece by piece here, but as soon as that shield was broken by the on the Kyra here, you can see her health dipping down completely, with Hank following very, very soon here. So Ape being last here means there was a big amount of time the hunter could be indeed slowed, but that wasn't enough. So we see another point for Babaker, so that means 2 points for Russian Frontier, and that means it is the end of game 3, best of 3. It is one point Jackals, 2 points Russian Front. So congratulations to our winner here. If we don't get another rematch, so I'm just waiting for a confirmation here from Pranacchio. But that seems to be it. Also, this is the first game, actually. We didn't see the support getting away with murder here. Trying to cloak and get away here. So we have seen no Hunter victories, even though it was quite the fight as well. Quite close indeed. So let's stay tuned for next week's match. We have another few matches coming there as well. Just KACP, I would assume your name is called. So yes, you are indeed on TV. Let's greet everyone. And thanks for tuning in very much. So unfortunately, I cannot load the replay just now, so we can't do really a post-game discussion. But stay tuned for the next few Saturdays. So we will be we have quite the few ideas on where to move the series next. Trying to get some interviews maybe with the players as well. So thank you very much. I'm seeing a lot of people here. We've been having about 40 people concurrent here, so this is huge. Great resurgence for Evolve. I would assume. I was hyped just to get a few more pro matches in here. So let's see who is going to be, I don't know, energized for the next one. So let me just one more time reiterate, we are sticking by these settings, we are sticking by this banned list until further notice. And we will be also not looking at Elder Kraken being unbanned here, I don't think so. The matches were quite close either way, so let's stick around for the next Saturday here. Same time, I should hope. So personally, by the way, I'm just seeing Sledge Painter. Yes, Gorgon should be on the banned list. Well, I mean, I'm not a big fan of her, so it's quite cheesy, but playing her is quite fun. So if you are up against a damage comp, though, going all in on you can be quite tasty for the hunter. So there might be some counterplay you're not aware of here, but I'm sure you are. So let's see. Next time, I do think that there are some registrations rolling in. We've got a few more registrations rolling in, indeed. So we have got a third team already. If you're interested, one more time, the link is somewhere in the chat. I will post it one more time as well to invite you all. There we go. So you can find the link one more time in the chat one more time. So we have just received confirmation that indeed there is not going to be a rematch here. So we will be leaving the team to their own here, maybe finding some more matches here. But thank you very much for joining us. We will be back, as I said, next week, and hopefully with some more matches. I am pumped to see more. Alright, so let's take a few minutes for some question answering. I will be staying here for another, I think, 10 minutes to get your questions and answers right out there. Anything I can't answer, I will be forwarding to the organizers, so fire away. First question I see is, will these be archived? Yes, indeed. I will be uploading them onto YouTube. It's going to be odd not hearing any music. I don't know why that is the case. No sounds anyway. I will be looking into that as well. Thank you very much for kind of joining that experiment. So Game Dev Atlas, there will be another stream, I would think, at the same time next Saturday. I think we are sticking to the schedule, so you will be able to find us there. All right, I might need to get some mods to at least translate the Russian chanting going on here. All right. If there are no more questions, I will be signing off here soon. If you do get any more questions, feel free to post them in the Discord as well. So you can find us there, Reunited Evolved or Evolve ReUnited 2.0, and there you can see ways to still play the game if you have already purchased it once. Of course, you can still play it. If you have downloaded Evolve 2 at some point, there might be a workaround for you. So just have a click through the pins. I'm sure you can find something. There's also another way to explore here, but I won't dive into it. But yeah, have a look around, and I will be seeing you next time. So thank you very much for sticking around. Bye-bye.